say she get it from her mama.
Hey y'all, this is Brianna from the Hair Thread. Alipearl done sent me over a wig to review. This is the wig. It is a 13 by 6 26-inch HD unit, and it came in this lovely box with a lot of goodies such as the scarf. Haven't used the scarf yet, but I will be using these two HD caps, not the regular ones. It did come with a bag to put the wig in. They didn't put it in the actual bag, so I will be using that too to store my wig, and it came with an edge brush and a wig band that I actually am in love with. This is the wig straight out the box. I did not do nothing to this wig in this video, putting it on prior to, so that says a lot about it straight out the box. It did come pre-plucked and pre-bleached, but if I wear the wig again, I will be bleaching the knots because you can see a little bit of them once I put them on. You'll see that later. I'm going ahead to cut off my cap, just the remaining parts around my hairline. I did use some Got2b glue gel to secure my wig cap this time, but usually I use whatever lace glue I'm using for my bald cap just so it can have an extra hold. But I was rushing and I knew I wasn't going to keep this wig on for that long. I always use 70% alcohol to clean my forehead off, just so you can remove all the oils that would cause your lace glue not to adhere properly to the lace. Now this wig did come pre-curled too, so that was a plus. I didn't have to do too much at all to this wig. Now my head is small, so I do tighten it a bit in the back just so it can lay flat up against my head and it won't move around too much, and then you won't get no wrinkles in your lace when you're applying your wig. You want to make sure that it's fitted correctly on your head. But y'all see that laces? It was very much tea, I will say that. Like I said, I'll just bleach the knots the next time I wear it because I actually did like the wig. Now I'm going in with my lace glue. I use Boho Active. I only did 2 layers this time because, like I said, I didn't plan on keeping this wig on for that long. Now I'm running low on glue. That's why I'm just kind of scooping it out of the bottle. I did end up getting some more. But when I apply my glue, I do it in somewhat of a wide layer, but I do very thin layers so that it can dry completely between the layers I'm putting on. I like doing my layers wider, like more far back, because it gives more of a hold, and I always use a rat tail comb. I just clean it off with alcohol between layers. Okay, not too much. Y'all see me trying to scoop out the rest of that glue from the bottle, but we use every bit of product at this shop. Now, after I do me 2 layers of that, I usually do 3 to 4 layers if I really want my wig to stay on for like 2 weeks. But I just did 2 layers. I keep looking back at the time because I was definitely trying to beat the clock. I put this wig on in like 25 minutes. I kid you not. Like straight out the box. So after my glue dry, I just went ahead and positioned my hairline above the glue. You want to make sure you get the hairline above the glue where it is on the lace, because you do not want none of the glue to be above the lace once you cut it off. That's hard to clean. You're gonna mess up your install 9 times out of 10. If you do that, you're gonna have to start over. And I always use a comb to go ahead and push my lace down into the glue just so I can make sure it's adhering well in all areas and I don't have no air bubbles anywhere. Now I'm going ahead and establishing my part before I put my milk band down just so I can see better where to part it is. Now this wig does have a lot of parting space. Like I said, it is a 13 by 6 unit, so I did somewhat of a deep part. And I'm using the very cute wig band they sent me along with my other goodies. When I put my wig band on, I do tie it in the back just so I can tighten it really good and fasten it with the Velcro. Now I'm going back into my part and establishing some more. I do a very deep C shape when I do my part, and I take it all the way around to the back so you can cover up the track that's in the back of the wig too. And I'm using a wax stick just to lay it in place before I hot comb everything. And this is my favorite hot comb. It gets up to 450 degrees. I got it from my local beauty supply store, so you may or may not have it in your locations. But I think it's by Hotter and Hotter. You see me just laying the back down. I do that first, again, just to make sure the track in the back is covered up. And it makes it look more natural when you take the part all the way around like that. So yeah, my hot comb be very hot because 9 times out of 10 I'm trying to hurry up and get my job done. So I am parting the front part into sections though, because the wig was very thick. It is pre-plucked, but when I put the wig on again, I will be plucking it some more. So I did have to part the front part in like 3 to 4 sections to flatten it, which is fine. If you want your wig really flat anyways, you need to do that. Now you're gonna see me clean up my part a few times in this video, just so I can make sure it is sharp and defined. This video is sped up, but in reality, I have my wig band on for about 5 minutes. Now this glue dries very fast. I would probably keep it on for real for about 10 to 15 minutes, but it was stuck on my forehead pretty good. So I'm going in with my eyebrow razor and just cutting off the excess lace very close to where it's glued down at. And I always take the end of my rat tail comb and push down into the lace around the edges to make sure that it's really stuck into the wig glue. Now you can kind of see the knots that I'm talking about. Yeah, I definitely will be bleaching the knots the next time I wear this wig. I always take my scissors and just cut around my ear just so I won't cut myself with the eyebrow razor, and it's easier to get the shape around your ear when you use the scissors so you can make sure you're comfortable with the ear tabs. I didn't have any melt spray. They stopped selling my favorite melt spray at the store. So I am using a different one now by Ruby Kisses, which I like. It just smells like nail polish, like the little polymer stuff. But so far it's good. In this video, I just used some spritz, which I see a lot of people do on TikTok, and that was fine. Their HD lace though was very good. Like, I will give them that. I haven't ordered a wig from Alipearl in a long time, so I was very thankful that they sent this to me and that they actually sent me some good lace. Now with doing my edges, I part them out in a triangle shape. So literally start at the arch of my eyebrow and then part it down to where my eyebrow end. And then I part my sideburns in the same shape as well, just part it out in a triangle shape. And I always cut it in a diagonal motion. I like my eyebrows pretty long, and not my eyebrows. I like my edges pretty long and fluffy, so I do cut them out a bit long. And I always curl them before I lay them. Now, usually before this step, I would put my wig band back on so it can really lay after I spray my melt spray on there. But like I said, I was trying to beat the clock. So it was very convenient that you can throw this wig on straight out the box. So y'all, this is not an edge tutorial whatsoever. I actually struggled to do my edges in this video. It took me longer than it usually takes me to do my edges, but I am using some Got to Be Glue gel to do my edges. It seems like it's just easier for me to maneuver because it doesn't dry as fast and it doesn't get super runny like using mousse would. Or I even use the Got to Be Glue spray if I want them to be fluffy right off the bat, especially if I'm doing like colored hair or blonde hair. I'll use Got to Be Glue spray, but I am using the gel, and I go in C motions, pushing my edges forward and bringing them back like you doing finger waves. Ooh, y'all, I was struggling, so I won't make y'all watch all my struggle, but this is how they look after I got done. It did end up drying throughout the process of me doing my edges, so that's why they look fluffy like this. And I ended up spraying a little bit of Got to Be Glue spray on them to keep them curved in place. So I did add a few layers to this wig because it was very long all over. It's 26 inches and it's true to length, like the frontal and the bundles match. So I was very ecstatic about that, but I like to have some variety throughout my units, so I quickly just added a few layers, nothing too deep, because like I said, I was rushing. But you see what I did cut, it did add a little bounce to it. And the curls they put in the wig actually look good. Like, I did not have to go through and curl the whole wig at all. Now I did go in and curl a few parts in the front just so I can give my bang that swoop. You always want to curl going away from the face, especially when you want to achieve that swoop effect. So literally, I think I just curled 2 parts on each side. I should have added some more layers on this side of the wig. I'm going to wear the wig again, so when I have more time to put it on, I'm really going to get to it. Overall, I did really like this unit. Straight out the box, I didn't have to do too much to it. It was a very fast install. That's what I like the most about it. Now, you see it does have a natural luster to the hair and it's very soft. And you didn't see me put hardly any product on the hair. So I like that about it too. Now, it did kind of shed a little bit coming out the box, but I think that's just because I cut it and I didn't thoroughly comb it out when I took it straight out the box. So it had a little bit of shedding, but not too bad. I only wore the wig for 2 days. During the 2 days I wore it, it didn't shed too bad at all. Maybe a few strands each day. It didn't tangle super bad either, but I think any really long hair kind of tangles at the end because of friction from it rubbing against your clothes or the car seat. So like any hair you would wear, just take a comb, but you don't have to worry about it tangling too bad. So like I said, this is a 26-inch unit, but it definitely gave 30. So next time I wear it, I will be straightening it and doing a bust down. And I will bleach the knots and pluck it a bit when I have more time too. So I like this wig. Go ahead and grab it from Alipearl. Thank you so much for sending me the wig, Alipearl. And thank y'all so much for tuning in for the install. I'll see y'all in my next video. Go ahead and like and subscribe before you leave. Bye.